A surprising vote last night by two Peoria school board members has put an end to a mental health grant that ultimately supports students.
Even a last-minute plea from the district's superintendent to keep that funding in place wasn't enough to change the vote.
Joe Dana has more from Peoria, where the vote came down just last night.
The 5-member Peoria School Board has an empty seat. That means last night's 2-2 vote amounted to a failing vote. The mental health grant will abruptly end this month. We don't always know what a student carries with them. Trouble at home, food insecurity, mental illness. A U.S. Department of Education mental health grant awarded in 2019 funds 3 supervisors and 14 social work interns in the Peoria Unified School District. Last year alone, the district said those social workers served 1,800 students whose parents signed off for the service, with issues ranging from grief support to homelessness and foster care. At Thursday night's board meeting, members Heather Rooks and Becky Proudfit voted no, stopping the school from continuing the grant that had already been approved federally, about $275,000 of funds.
For me personally, as a parent, hearing from other parents, we just don't think that it should be in the schools. That should be the parent taking their child, if they have a mental health concern, to an outside provider.
Board member Rooks says she worries the district is becoming too reliant on social services.
Is this really the best way? Is there not a better way to work with our city of Peoria, city of Glendale, right? Have mental health fairs.
But a post-COVID crisis persists. The CDC reporting nearly 1 in 3 high schoolers experienced poor mental health last year alone.
Going away from this type of program is also going away from a program that parents are asking us to provide, and that they are a partner in providing what the children need.
Board member Melissa Ewing thought extending the federal grant was a no-brainer. Ewing says Rooks and Proudfit should have been preparing months in advance for a contingency plan if they knew they wanted to end the program.
It was very unfortunate. It was very surprising. In fact, this ends September 30th, so this is 2 weeks away.
The decision, criticized as political, the Arizona Education Association representing school teachers. Unfortunately, it will be Peoria students and families, along with educators, who have to deal with the uncertainty and stress created by this decision. Peoria is not the only place dealing with out-of-touch school board members who care more about far-right media than about their constituents. A lot of people will look at this vote and say, these 2 board members are swayed by culture wars.
Right. Well, for me, it's not a culture war. For me, I do a lot of research.
The superintendent actually made the request to the board that on behalf of the students and the families and the staff, that the board pass this.
The district has another program funding social workers and says they are working to minimize the impact. In Peoria, Joe Dana, 12 News.